Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I didn't. I was sick. And I'm still getting over my cold. So have some patience with me today. Because if this is a wake and bake, and my baking ain't going good, then I'm just going to be having a bad day. So I'm getting over a cold. Yes, this weekend was very busy. I worked with a cold. Because ain't nobody else going to pay my bills. With a cold or not. So let's see what we got going on today. Yes, I got asthma. And this phlegm is killing my chest. Let's get this day started the right way. I don't know about y'all. I hope if somebody checks in with me today, and if not, well, I'm still going to be here regardless. I'm going to take my time with it today because I don't want to be coughing on screen. Nobody want to hear that shit because I know I don't. I don't know about you, but I know I don't. All right. Let's get started. So, I hope everyone had a good weekend. As y'all know, I like to do my karma cards. So if you got a question that you would like to ask the universe, please ask your question. And let's see what messages they have to give to you today. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my smoke and I know things session with my reality check. Gotta make it my own. It's the only way to do it. Make it your own. So today, for our planets, we have the moon. Now we all know the moon is about love. We'll see what it got going for us. Then of course, for our signs, let's pick this one. Leo! Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, so I got Leo and I got Pisces. Well, if you think about it. Then of course, our houses. Let's see, let's pick one out the middle. This one is calling my name. So let's see what she's talking about. The 7th house. Ooh, let's see what we got today. Defend leadership diplomatically. Defend leadership diplomatically. So whatever question that you ask, defend leadership diplomatically. Now that's in your spiritual. And in your mental, we have accept the creativeness of relationships. Respect, excuse me, accept. Accept the creativeness of relationships. Well, if you think about that, I like it when relationships can get creative. And of course, let your feelings tell you how to do what you want to do and get a fair deal. So basically, in your physical, let your feelings tell you how to do what you want to do and get what you want to and get a fair deal. Let your feeling, okay, well, when it says let your feelings and it has the moon, don't hold back, I would say. Do what you want to and get a fair deal. So in my opinion, as a seventh house, you see how they shaking hands? I say with that, you got to have equal give and take. Because if you don't have equal give and take, then you don't get a fair deal. Keep that in mind. And of course, the outcome. Balance self-confidence to create the nurturing. No, the nurturing of self-confidence to create balance. The nurturing of self-confidence to create balance. Now, in your spiritual, in your action, it said defend leadership diplomatically. And in the outcome, it has the nurturing of self-confidence to create balance. Balance. Then, of course, in your mental, feelings caused by taking a chance on cooperation. Then I say them hands are shaking. Cooperation. And then, of course, in your physical, reactions resulting from the impressiveness of your partners. I like that message today. Now that's a damn good message. Keep it positive. Don't hold back. Let them know how you feel. You might be able to create something new. And let's get with my favorite part of the day, which is I smoke and I know things. Let's see what I know. What things do you know? I know the divine is something special. She is. She definitely is. Definitely something special. Throughout the day, you see what you've been given, what you have not been given, and then you have a choice to decide. Cards ain't working right today. So let's get relaxed a little bit. Because I done took my inhaler. Boy, I'm going to be jittery all day. So I gotta wait until I calm down a little bit. I smoke and I know things. Let's see what I know. Smoking is my indulgence. What's yours? You bitch. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot. I cuss and I smoke in all my videos. You got a problem with it? Trust me. I ain't getting that many views. Go somewhere else. Now, I'm smoking on those things. Smoking is my indulgence. What's yours? And you have the Three of Swords. Alright. And of course, the next one is... Now let's be fair. Because I need to get in a habit when I work with my cards. And I shuffle them, and then I shuffle them, then I shuffle them. Now that one came out, flipped over. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, should I use that flipped over card? You know, because it was reversed. And that also put me to attention that I need to straighten up my cards. See? Got to make sure they're the right way. So when I flip them, they show the right way. Because they're all one way. So, being that I pulled that card, and to be honest and real, it was reversed. So for the moment, I'm going to keep that reversed because I like that. Reverse Three of Swords? I think I'm gonna like that one better. So, well, before I do that, being that I had to show it, and it wanted to be seen because of the conversation, I'm going to pull that. I'm not going to put it as your next position though. I'm going to pull it as one of them cards that just wanted to come out. Because I think it might mean something. Because I looked at it and I was like, ooh, it does mean something. Now that's the Six of Cups. Reconciliation, you know. But in this particular story, this half-brother and sister have been gone away from each other for some time. And now they are just getting back together. So we're going to figure out why they wanted me to pull that card today. All right. And for the next position, we are going to see what you have learned so far. So let's see what you've learned. Oh my goodness. The Ten of Spears, Ten of Wands. You have learned when the fuck to walk away. Get your shit and move the fuck on. That's what I'm talking about. See what I mean? It all makes sense now. Three of Swords in reverse. That means you ain't got time to be dwelling in that bullshit. Man. Yep, take yourself out of it. And look at that. Ten of Spears next. Walking away from that bullshit. Go ahead with your bad self. Go ahead with your bad self. Okay, on to the next one. Now this next one, I'm trying to do this without looking at the book because, you know, I gotta make my craft, you know, smooth it out. So in this position is your weaknesses that turn into stress. And for that, the Lovers. Yeah. First thing I'm just saying, first thing come to my mind. A weakness that you turn into strength about love. About accepting somebody for who they are. Now they're standing on a wall. And beyond that wall is life. An unknown life. As you live in an unknown life. Alright, and then of course in the next position we have, let me see if I can think about this, our challenges. So let's see what your challenges are with this situation. Because that's what it looks like to me, a situation. Three of Swords is your indulgence, not wanting to be involved in the bullshit. I can understand that. That can be an indulgence. A1. That's what I'm talking about. And then, of course, what you learn how to move on from that bullshit. Perfect. But also in that learning, a weakness turned into a strength. Was you learned how to love. But who did you learn how to love? Yourself. And that's, of course, when you get the Six of Cups that decides it wants to jump out. Because although that is reconciliation, you have to keep in mind that it could be reconciliation with yourself. Maybe you decided to show some type of interest in this Three of Swords. Took you out of your lane. And you had to be like, hold up, bitch. I don't need to be in this lane. Let me redirect, reposition myself, and move the fuck on. Woo-hoo, y'all. All right. So, of course, in our challenge position, let's see what we got going on today. Let's go ahead and mix these up some. And you want me to pull from the middle? See what we got going on. Oh. I'm going to show both of them cards. Because they both look so fucking beautiful. Now, we have had this Four of Wands. Four Spears in this deck. Before. And it's coming up as a challenge again. Now, we've learned this. And again, it's coming up as a challenge. But the thing that I enjoy so much about it, and I'm not going to pull this card, I just want to make it known and also to remind you of things from the past. With this being your challenge position, I'm going to say that the divine would like me to remind you that your future's still here. This was your future a few days ago. And she wants you to mind that. Wants you to keep in mind that. Although you're thinking about Four of Swords and it's a challenge for you, keep in the back of your head. The beginning is still there and it's fruitful. Solid foundation. I just wanted to share that. Yeah. That came out in the future a couple weeks ago. Keep that in mind, love. You're on the right direction. Stay positive. And of course, for the next position, one of my favorites. Now, in the Game of Thrones, it says a Lannister always pays his debt. Now, me, the light-skinned Scorpio that I am, I like to make sure that I don't have no debt. And the debt that I do have, I want it to be positive. I got an A++ rating score with the universe. Boy, let me tell you. Okay, I'll take one of those pluses off. Because I know I went into the 7-Eleven and I took me some 2 extra tea bags. I bought some tea on a refill. But I took 2 tea bags. I got my money's worth. So I know that I got some debt out there that I need to pay for because of the actions I choose. So, I want to know, have you paid your debt? We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Spears in this deck, of course. After I done told on myself, it's like she's sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen. Look at her. Let's see what the divine going to do with your ass now, since you want to steal. Tea bags. She looking to see, let's see what happens. Because that's what she's waiting for. She's waiting for the fight to commence. A nice, passionate queen. And our future position. Let's see what the future holds. Let's see what the future holds. At the top. I love it. I love it. For your future, we have the Fool. Come. What you whining for? Is that you whining, baby? What you whining for, baby? Huh? What you whining for? You okay? Sit down. Sit. What you whining for? Huh? You eat your food? Go eat your food. As I was stating, your future is to be the Fool. Now, in this particular card, as you see, he's in the dark. He don't know what the future holds. Look at that dragon surrounding him. But he's not scared. Not at all. So your future, you need to be the Fool. Say it. That's enough. No, baby. No, baby. Say good morning to Louie. Yeah, Louie want to be seen today. Yeah, I caught him. Sounded like he was whining. Probably the dog outside or something. You okay, babies? All right. So let's verify some of these cards. Let's see what's going on. What? No. That's enough. Go sit down. Let's verify some of this. Excuse me. So let's verify this Three of Swords upside down. Reversed. Well, when the Three of Swords is reversed, I would say it definitely is closer to the Two of Swords. Because you have a decision to make. And the reason I say that is because you have the Two of Swords. But Judgment is in reverse. And then we have the Prince of Cups. decision to be made in love. But it says here the scales aren't balanced. Is that why you're deciding to get out of that Three of Swords? It's because you were able to notice that the scales were not balanced. So, as this prince, are you taking your love to someone else? Then next, in the position of what you have learned, we have the Ten of Spears. That means you have learned how to walk away, which is lovely. I'm glad that you've learned how to walk away. Sometimes that's what's needed. That's the best thing that you can do. And in this walking away, the divine is very tricky. Please pay attention to what she does, what she allows you to see. Because past decisions that you have made are going to change your future. The reason I say that is because the last time I used these cards, I can clearly see that the cards that I used, let's clear this up a little bit. I can clearly see that the cards I used, I didn't put them in right side up. I put them in backwards. Like I said, I keep all my decks one way. And every time I noticed that I put them in there wrong, I go back and I go ahead and put them in the right way. But as I stated, that action that I made in the past, I didn't think about it. I didn't go through and correct it to make sure I did it correctly, and usually I do. And in this case, I didn't. And now the past is coming up. Please keep that in mind, that although you may walk away, that past might come up. And the reason why I say that is because the Judgment came out in my last reading. That was faced up. And it was accompanied by the Hierophant, might I add, that was faced up. Today, I have the Hierophant that also wants to come flipped up, reversed. Now, in the last two readings, because this is now the third reading, that both the Adjustment and the Hierophant have came up. But this time they are in reversed. So I'm going to say, with you walking away, you did not go inside and learn what you needed to learn. Yeah, I said that right. You didn't go inside to learn what you needed to learn. But on a positive note, with you walking away, what else can this Hierophant mean? Because these next two cards got me puzzled. Now, I decided to do a teeny bit of reading yesterday because this esoteric deck has been on my mind. And I like the images on it. So I've been looking at different images, seeing how they all contrast to each other. But one particular card last night that I happened to keep on the bottom while I was shuffling. And it was because I wanted to know more about this card. And just to show you, because I haven't shuffled since last night, and I put the cards on the table, like I said, I wanted to keep it there because I wanted to learn more about this particular card. But I didn't read what it was about or anything. I'm just trying to do this visually, intellectually. But one thing that really pointed out to me on this particular card is the mammoth. And I'll show you again. Because we're going to learn something today. See the mammoth right there? And if you look on this side here, we have another elephant nose with the tusk. And eventually I'm going to learn, but I figured out up here, it says ZAX. ZAX, right here, that little symbol, ZAX. Now I got to find out and learn a little bit more about what that means. But just for today's purposes, I pointed that out to show an elephant. Now, I know I watch nature series. I think you watch nature series too. And whenever you watch the elephant ones, you will hear them say things about the elephants. They are very smart. Very smart. They pass down their lineages to their children. Their children learn while they're in the room. And then, of course, they learn again through life. Because an elephant has a child in his stomach for, what, a year and a half, I think? Don't give me the... I don't know. We go out... I don't know. But I know it's a long time. I know it's longer than 9 months. Their period for, children and birthing is a long time, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that knowledge, the Hierophant is an old soul. But it came out reversed. So with you walking away with your old soul, why is the Hierophant reversed? I'm stuck on that. I really am. And the only reason why I'm stuck on that is because with the Hierophant being in reverse and you learning how to walk away from things, you have equal give and take. That's the 6 of coins. Equal give and take. Reciprocity. But it looks like with this 4 of Cups here, that something you're going away to, you're not accepting or denying it. Right now you're in a gray area, wondering if I should or shouldn't I. See the gray? You're in a gray area, wondering if you should or shouldn't. But then, in your weaknesses that turn into strengths, we have the Lovers here. Now, let's see what the Lovers got to say. And being that I'm shuffling the way I'm doing, I'm taking all my reversals. And the reason why is because I noticed that some of these cards came out last week and they're not reversed. For example, the Six of Wands is reversed. So that's telling me that you're not having victory in what you're learning. So as you're working through this weakness and trying to turn it into your strength, you're not having too much victory with that. And I'm going to assume that it's making you feel insecure because you're not on a solid foundation. But then you have the Knight of Wands. Now that's another confusing card. Because it's like, hey, you don't belong. Because it's like now with the Knight of Wands, that's passionate energy. But what can you feel passionate about if you don't have victory? And it's not on a stable foundation. Why would you want to have passion towards that? But as I say, this is a weakness that you need to learn. So as you're walking away, like I said, with this Hierophant being reversed, you need to go within. Because a weakness of yours is putting passion into shit where it don't belong. Yeah, you don't have the victory. You're not feeling stable because the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Ten of Pentacles is the aha card. Yeah, I got it all in this reverse. So you don't feel like you have it all. But then you want to come in with the Knight of Wands, passionate energy, fast, in and out. Let her back the fuck up. Slow down. A weakness that could turn into a strength. As I said, you need to go within. Because although you walked away from the situation, you haven't learned what you needed to learn. Because then we have your challenge to be a Four of Wands. Now that's a nice, solid, stable foundation. Four corners, equal on all sides, can't be penetrated. Can't be penetrated. Did you hear what I said? See, as we all know, this Knight of Wands likes to penetrate. But your challenge is to not let him fucking penetrate the wrong way. Because your challenge is a Four of Wands. That's the beginning of something good. A solid foundation. So let's see what we got. Now I just flipped these cards just so I could see to make sure that they were in the right way. In other words, face up. Because I don't want too many cards to come on negative when it shouldn't be. Because that's an issue that I'm dealing with this particular day. And with the flow coming the way it's coming, I'm letting it go because it sounds good. And I got a storyline going on. So I'm like, hey, I got something going on. And I'm like, well, I don't know the front. I don't know which way is right way up. So I was like, okay, I got to look at the card. Now, whenever I pulled this Four of Wands, I just want to point out that the Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom. Like I said, I smoke and I know things. Let's see what I know. Because the Divine is being one beautiful lady today. She's being very kind to me. to say thank you and I accept you today. Out loud so you can hear me. Because I smoke and I know things. And once again, I would like to give you some more clarity on the Four of Wands. Because when I pulled that earlier, the Ace of Coins came out. And when I checked again, just to make sure my deck was correct, I would like to point out at the bottom that the divine wants you to keep in mind that you need to go within. Don't give passionate energy to something where it does not belong. Yeah, that ace. That Ace of Pentacles again. I'm shuffling, man. I'm shuffling. It's a flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Like she said with this, she wants you to... This fucking moon is reversed. Now the moon is all about enlightenment to things in the dark. But you still got that area where the shadows still cast. And as the moon moves, so do those shadows. And it reveals what was there. But the moon is reversed. So the moon is, something is not being revealed. You can't see it. Because then, of course, we have the Seven of Swords. Now this is about thievery, lies. And I'm trying to figure out that with this being deceitful, with this being lies, how do you get spying out of that? That's my curiosity for today. How the fuck do you get spying out of being deceitful? Think about it. If I'm being deceitful as a Scorpio, would I need to spy to be deceitful? If I wanted revenge, maybe. But that's not me. Because I'm all like, ooh, God don't like ugly. Karma's a bitch. And I like to say that. God don't like ugly. And karma's a bitch. Because throughout life, that's what I've learned. I don't like to be ugly. But if you pull it out of me, I'm going to be ugly. Because I'm going to show you what I learned. I'm going to show you what I learned. I learned how to be nice. I learned how to be ugly. Now, if I'm being revengeful, yeah, I might spy. But with that spying, I'm going to assume that you're looking for things that are hidden. But, as I said, you need to look to the future. Think positive. Because keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, it's still there. Ha! Your ace is still there. It's solid. At first, I thought this was temperance. Because I'm thinking that I want you to have patience and balance out the situation. But then, when I pulled it over and really looked at it, it's the Star. So the divine is telling you again that it's okay about the things that are hidden. They're hidden for a reason. When it's time to be revealed, they will be revealed. But there's no reason for you to go spying. or being deceitful. Like I said, karma's a bitch. Don't put yourself in the middle of it. Because then that fucks up your karma. And as that queen, she gonna sit there and look at you with her legs straight, her hand on her lap, and she gonna give you what's coming. Passionately. So, with this star, have some patience. Because your star is coming. It might be coming with that ace. And I'm going to pull that ace. And I'm going to put it on top. And then I'm going to show you. Because that ace is on top. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this ace on top right here. Look at this ace on top. Show you all the cards today. How do I do this? So welcome to my table. With your cards lining up today so you can get a look at them. See what I'm doing here. Look at that coin sitting there on top of that Four of Wands. Because she wants you to keep that in the back of your mind to let you know, have some patience, love. Have some patience. Things may not be shown for a reason, but there's no need to spy. Because your star is coming. Like I said, that queen is sitting there. Look at the way she's sitting there, man. Watch her. All right. Moving on. Let's get to this queen. In this position is all about your debt, your universal debt. And I'm going to say that the universe is going to sit there and watch it play out. That's what I'm going with today. But let's see what plays out. Because in that picture, that's what she's doing. She's sitting there waiting to see what plays out. And to verify that, we have, okay, all these are upside down. So I'm going to say that I pulled them wrong. And I want to flip them so bad. I really do. You know what? Let's read them first. With the queen sitting here, okay, we can go with this. With the queen sitting here, we got the Nine of Swords upside down. And the reason why I said we can go with this is because I like that idea of the Nine of Swords upside down. Because that tells me is that you're not having no sleepless nights. You're sleeping like a fucking angel. And you ain't worried about the stress. Like I said, you walking away from something. That's what you've learned. You've learned how to walk away. And that 9 is definitely verifying that with the queen. So with you walking away, because of course this is your karma. This is what the universe got to say to you. Walking away from a situation, a weakness that you need to learn. Then we have the Two of Wands upside down. That means you're not waiting for your ships to come in. You're not setting them out. Basically, you're slightly at a standstill, wondering which way to go. But more at a standstill. Because then you have the Ace of Swords that is also upside down. So you're not speaking up. That's okay. That's definitely okay. Because at the beginning, it refers back to your indulgence. That's why the Ace is reversed. Because you can say it's closer. I would say to the 2. There's still a decision that needs to be made. You don't know what decision to make because you're blinded by that situation. It's unknown to you. That's another reason why your adjustment is in reverse. It's because it's still unknown to you. And although you're feeling good, your future is a Fool. And that's good. Because you're not coming in full force. Instead, your future, you're taking the Fool's road. And the Queen is going to sit there and watch you. I wonder what she's going to say tomorrow. Alrighty. And to verify the Fool, we have. So while your future is the Fool, we want you to stay in that position. Because the Fool, he's wise in his own way to know just let it flow. And to verify that, yeah, I told you I've been sick. I'm usually done with my blunt by now. Oh, and not to mention I got a different set of blunts. These ones are a lot more fresher, so it burns a little bit more slower. And with my lungs still getting better from all the phlegm that was in it, I'm happy to say I'm not coughing anymore and I'm not wheezing. 2 days I've been coughing and wheezing. And one thing I've learned from a child is you gotta cough until that shit comes up. And then you spit it out. And as you see, I got a little wheeze, but I spit that shit out. Yep, that's called move it on. But while you're in this Fool stance, you have the 5 of coins. That means you're not feeling left out in the cold. As I said, a Fool is wise in his own way. And you're not feeling left out in the cold, which is very good. Then, of course, we have the 4 of Swords. And that is taking a rest, but also being ready for war. But it's in a position. So that's letting me know that you're not at rest. And That Three of Swords is still on their mind because it's your indulgence. And then next we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. All of these cards came out in reverse. They came out in reverse, I'm going to pull them. And so far I like it. With you being a fool, like I said, a fool is wise in his own way. He's not feeling left out in the cold. And he's also ready to move. See, the Four of Swords is all about taking a rest. In reverse, let's move. Let's get this party going. Things need to be done. And then you have the Knight of Coins. So you're not coming in with anything solid right now. And that's like the Fool. He's not solid. He has a message. He ain't budging. He's taking the Fool stance. They sticking to me. Alrighty. Let's get your reality check. Let's get your reality check. As of course, my reality check is done with my zombie tarot because the hazards are coins. And in reality, the hazards are coins. How could I forget? Not yet, people. Sorry to get you all hyped up. We got to verify the Six of Cups. The card that wanted to come out. Now I forgot about it. Did you forget about something? Now it's coming back. What? The fuck did I forget about? And it's coming back. These fucking cards in reverse. That's what I forgot about. It's coming back. And I'm gonna let it flow. Let it flow. So, let's see what she got to say today about this Six of Cups coming back. Woo! With this Six of Cups coming back, you have these Seven of Wands. And as I always like to say, this is my wand. You can't have it. You can't touch it. Stay away. This is my passion. No matter what you say. I ain't going to change the way I feel because it's mine. So, at one point in time in the past, you have maybe felt this way about a situation that may be coming back. Because then you have the Death card. And as I like to say, this is all about positivity here. It's you growing into something new. Let's see if there's a snake on there, because I've been really into snakes. Oh my goodness, and it does. But keep in mind that this snake is around fish. Now I need to find more meaning on that fish. But yesterday I did some reading on that snake. And the snake is all about shedding its skin. What? Do you shed your skin? On a daily basis you do. Don't believe me? Go run your vacuum. Let me see how much dust you pick up. You shed your skin every day. So with this death coming in, keep in mind, shake it off. Wiggle that tail. Like I said, it's yours with that 7. And then of course, there's going to be abundance with that 3 of Cups. Ooh. So watch out. This past might be coming back, showing you some fun. Now let's get in this reality check. It's a reality check. It's a reality check. As you know, this done with my zombie tarot. Ooh, I just bent that card. Oh, not that bad. Now I know which way these are, because there's only one picture on here. Ooh, I got to hide you. I seen that 8. Oh, I know I only got one card that's bent in this whole deck. That fucking 8 of Wands, and I had to look at it. I don't like looking at that 8. I don't like looking at that 8. That 8 of Wands is about communication. I don't want to see her. Whoops, these are reversed. Let me go ahead and put them right way. I don't want them reversed. And we have the 8 of Cups for your reality check. Walking away. 8 of Cups, walking away. 10 of Wands, walking away. Then you have the 5 of Wands. Look at that nonsense. See them fighting? Tit for tat? Your reality, you're going to walk away because all this tit for tat BS. With that 3 of Swords. Verifying that very perfectly, might I say. Yeah, you know I'm a multitasker. I get shit done. Like I said, 5 of Wands. Tit for tat nonsense. And then, of course, we have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Hazards, happy home, happy life. So, like I said, keep that ace in mind. Because although you're going to be walking away from this tit for tat, fucking 10 of Coins. Now the Divine, she has been pretty much on point. And very close to what my reality check is. So let's see what the Divine got to say today. Yeah, I just like to do different stuff. Oh, let's take that too. Uh-oh, and let's take that one. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Did we have that already? No, we had that one. Ooh. I told you the Divine. She's one simple lady. One simple lady. I want to show this. Equal give and take at the bottom of your deck. Equal give and take at the bottom of your deck. Now this was supposed to come out after the Fool. After I pulled the Fool. If I would have looked at the bottom of the deck, you have equal give and take as your underlying energy with that Fool. And the reason why I decided to look at the card is because after I pulled this Queen of Wands over here, the King of Cups was at the bottom. I looked at it. I didn't say anything. I didn't think it would mean anything. So I didn't say anything. Excuse me. When I tell you the past can come back and bite you, the past can come back and bite you. I just hope it doesn't bite too bad when it comes back. And the reason why I say that is because that King of Cups I looked at didn't pay it any mind. I said, no, I'm not going to pull that card. Because I already had pulled one out in the middle that wanted to show itself. So I ain't paid no mind. And I went on. And I wanted to shuffle so I could pull out the future. So, the two cards that came up, oh, you seen it. I don't have to say it again. The first one is the King of Cups. She wanted me to pull that card. I want to know why. So, Divine, why did you want me to pull this King of Cups? Why is the King of Cups coming out? We had the Knight of Cups. Why you want this King of Cups to come out? What's your message for today? And I'm going to use my Hermetic Tarot because I said nothing else. And today, she wants us to know that the King is here for a reason. And with the past coming up, this is your Eight of Cups. Did the Eight of Cups come out before? No. So, this is the second time that the Eight of Cups came out. And the Eight of Cups, as I said, is verifying my reality check with that King. So although you have a King that may come in, and the reason why he said he may come in is because the past wanted to come back. So with this King is not going to come in with too many emotions. But he'll be able to woo you off your feet. He knows the right things to say at the right time. But I think the Divine is giving you a message that either you have walked away from this before, or you need to walk away from it when it comes in. And then next, we have Temperance. One foot in water, one foot on land. Balancing, mixing, making something new. So with this King that you may have walked away from before, and that you may be thinking again to walk away because you're unsure. To verify that, we had a Knight of Wands coming in. Now this is the same Knight that is a weakness that's turning into strengths, I might add. So as you're balancing out your weaknesses, trying to make it into a strength, you're coming in very passionately. Or you may be feeling like this. You may be feeling like you want to come in passionately. or use your wand. But the 7 is there again. So it's either something is hidden with that moon. He's not showing you everything. It makes you want to be deceitful. It makes you want to spy. But you got to pick one. That's the 2 of Wands. Which one are you going to pick? Chakra cards. 111.32 when I looked. Might add that. Let's see what chakra we in today, everybody. Discovery. Come on, focus. What wand are you going to discover? And there goes that moon. Like I said, moon's not being shown for a reason. We're in red. First chapter. 10:1. Let your intuition be your guide. I don't think you went in long enough to see what you needed to learn. It's there. All you got to do is go within. Maybe seek higher counsel. Maybe seek somebody else's opinion. Go to your elders. They've been through life, honey. They may be able to help you. Overall impression, grounding. Keep in mind, your challenge is to be grounded. And to verify that, we want you to think back in your mind that ace is still there. It didn't come out reversed. It's still there, honey. It ain't going nowhere. And we have discovery. And discovery is, I am more than I think I am. The legend. Life is easy for young Pink. He takes his gifts for granted until one day he loses Petunia, the love of his life, forcing him on an inner journey. He works hard on. Now, although this is not a third-party situation, it could also mean loss, because in this situation, how many people are losing? Is it 2 or is it 3? And the reason why I say is it 2 is because sometimes that third sword could be a job. It could be a hobby. It could be an addiction. Going on. He works hard on himself, hoping for another chance that doesn't come. In desperation, he consults Sky God and learns that Petunia is incapable of receiving love. Pink recognizes that Petunia's role in his life has been to expand his capacity to love. Are you trying to recapture an upset or struggling with a difficult situation? You may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. Don't do that. Keeping something that's far less than what you deserve. Again, with this 3, as your indulgence, you need to make a choice. Because you do not need to accept anything less than what you deserve. Leaving the past behind, a readiness for a new adventure, a willingness to venture into uncharted territory, a new level of self-care. I think you need to shed that skin. Move on. And of course, the butterfly cards. We have, let's pick one out the middle. Bam. Let's see what it is. Gracefully aging, I think. Let's see what page that is on. Gracefully aging. 41, 5. Uh-oh. Are you in conflict with yourself? A choice needs to be made to take you out of that conflict. You received this card because heaven can see your inner and outer beauty and wants you to appreciate your divine magnificence too. This means that you allow yourself to see the beauty that's growing. That growing older represents. Okay. This means that you allow yourself to see the beauty that growing older represents. Ain't that the Fool? The more you hold positive thoughts and feelings about the aging process, the more you glow with inner peace and sage wisdom. Your maturity signifies that you will be seen as an elder, and others will look to you for answers. Didn't I just say go see someone? This is an honor, which is one reason why this card is guiding you to age gracefully, meaning that you embrace your hard-won years of learning. Although you may feel much younger than your chronological years, graceful aging means that you are comfortable with yourself in every way. You're gracefully aging. You have a decision that needs to be made. It may be learning something new about yourself. As I said, life is an ever-growing journey. You need to shed your skin. It looks like you have new opportunities coming in that you may need to, or you may have left in the past. But the divine is telling you to have balance. Stick with your passions. Because although you may feel deceitful because you cannot see things that the moon is hiding, you still need to move on. Let's go back to our action. Defend leadership diplomatically. Accept the creativeness of relationships. Let your feelings tell you how to do what you want to and get a fair deal. King of Cups. And your past. I would like to also point out that that's the King of Cups. Think I'm lying? Where's he at? And what is he doing? You're wondering if you should take that cup. Because I had to double check. Clearly she has her own. She's hesitating on taking that cup. Wait for equal give and take. And go in motherfucking side. I'm going to end it there. Whew. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe. I will keep on going because I'm having a ball over here flipping these cards and seeing that they're coming out the way they are. I had no idea that the Hierophant was going to be under that equal give and take. And I've been telling you all day, go inside because there's something that you didn't see before. And it's hidden with this moon in reverse. And the Queen is just going to sit there. Although you're feeling good, she's sitting there. Because there's something about something that's coming in. Although you may feel passionate towards it, be the fool. He's wise in his own way. Trust me when I tell you. The fool is wise in his own way because a fool knows how to go within. So I think you need to be the fool, and I think you need to go within. Have a great day. Y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.